I'm about to read a couple of odd verses. Odd in the sense that we don't talk about them much, and odd in the sense that they give us a glimpse into the attitude of Jesus. Our attitude in life is everything. Our attitude either holds us back or our attitude pushes us forward. So here are a few odd verses from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 6, verses 5 through 6. Now, Jesus came home to Nazareth. He preached in the synagogue there, and his preaching apparently offended some. Here's how Mark sums up Jesus' time in Nazareth. Verse 5. He could not do any miracles there except lay his hands on a few people who were ill and heal them. He was amazed at their lack of faith. That's so odd. I mean, it's a story about Jesus not being able to do any miracles. A story of a failure in Jesus' life. There, I said it. Failure. Jesus could not do any miracles there except heal a few people. His revival in Nazareth was a failure. How do you respond to failure? How do you interpret your failures? What's your attitude toward failure? Jerry Kramer, the Hall of Fame offensive guard for the Green Bay Packers in the 1960s, used to say that the Packers never lost a football game. Instead, he would say, "We just ran out of time." That's a unique attitude toward failure, and I have to tell you, I kind of like it. What's your attitude toward failure? Failure doesn't mean I've flopped. It just means I haven't succeeded yet. Failure doesn't mean I've been a fool. It just means I have enough faith and curiosity to experiment. The failure doesn't mean I've been disgraced. It just means I dared to try. Failure doesn't mean I don't have what it takes. It just means I have to do things differently the next time I try it. Failure doesn't mean I'm inferior. It just means I'm not perfect yet. Failure doesn't mean I've wasted my time. It just means I've got a reason to start over again. A failure doesn't mean I should give up. It just means I should try a little harder, a little differently. Failure doesn't mean I'll never make it. It just means I need a little more patience. Failure doesn't mean I'm wrong. It just means I have to find a better way. Failure doesn't mean that God has abandoned me. It just means I have to diligently seek God's will. If you keep reading Mark's Gospel, you'll see that after this quote-unquote failure in Nazareth, Jesus went out teaching in several other villages and sent disciples out to battle evil. In other words, his experience in Nazareth did not keep him from bringing wholeness and abundant life to people. Read the rest of Mark's Gospel, and you'll see his experience of failure in his hometown of Nazareth didn't keep him from fulfilling his ministry. He just kept going forward and kept trusting God for the future. That's an incredible attitude. Our attitude, your attitude can transform your setbacks, your failures. Attitude. That's a really good word for today.